Michael in Sarasota, Florida. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Tom. How are you today?
Good. You think
Good.
this is more of Obama's socialist, communist policies? Seriously?
What, the torture?
No, it says the note I have here is that you called to say that Cuba was more of Obama's socialist, communist policies.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I said that. I'm saying that Mr. Obama's policies, period, are socialist and communist in nature.
Really?
And I feel like the only thing that Mr. Obama has done in his 6 years as president is racially divide America, politically divide America, and economically divide America.
Okay. Michael, let's drill into that. Communism, as you know, is from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. Socialism,
it's state-owned property. The government owns everything.
That's correct. That's correct. The government owns all means of production and distribution.
So you want the government to be able to tell you, "Hey, Tom, you can't be a talk show host no more. You have to go work in the iron mine," or "Hey, Tom, you can't do that. You have to be in healthcare and take care of these old people instead of choosing what you want to do."
Yeah, no, I don't support that, Michael. And what befuddles me is you said that Obama is a communist, and I don't recall President Obama having said that either. When did he have the government take over our factories in America?
He took over our healthcare.
No, he didn't. Our healthcare is provided by and large for-profit independent providers. To the best of my, in Sarasota, Florida, are the hospitals now owned by the government?
No, they're privately owned.
The doctors working for the government?
They're being forced to.
No, they're not.
Work for the government.
They're not. They can take Medicaid money if they want to, or they can do private practice if they want to. They can do concierge medicine and not take any insurance at all if they want to. Are any of the health insurance companies owned by the government? You know, United Healthcare, the CEO of United Healthcare has taken over $1 billion in compensation, as did the guy before him, Bill McGuire, the current guy, Stephen Hemsley. He's taken over $1 billion out of that company. It's not owned by the government. I don't understand when I hear these bumper stickers coming out of Fox News watchers and right-wing talk radio listeners. And I realize in right-wing land, people can just say that and everybody starts nodding and, yeah, we know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. What socialist or communist policy has President Obama promoted?
Well,
how did we become a communist country as a result of his presidency, other than there's a black guy in a White House?
We haven't become a communist country yet.
But you said he's promoting communist policies. What is the communist policy?
I couldn't really name a communist. I feel like his Affordable Care Act, his Unaffordable Care Act is
pure capitalism.
Socialist. Excuse me?
That's pure capitalism. He left intact all these for-profit insurance companies. There's the healthcare in the United States is like 18% of our GDP, and about 4% of that is going right to the top, right to the stockholders and CEOs of these giant corporations. There's, Obama did. I would like him to do something socialist, not communist. I don't want, the VA is a nice system. It's a communist system. The Veterans Administration, all your care is free, and the government actually owns the hospitals, and the doctors are actually government employees. So, yeah, we have a communist healthcare system in the United States. It's called the Veterans Administration. But I'm more in favor of a socialist healthcare system like they have in pretty much every other developed country in the world, which is a single-payer system, which is what Medicare is, where the government simply pays the bills, but you still have private doctors, private hospitals, private clinics, all those kind of things. I think everybody should be able to buy into Medicare or buy health insurance if they want. Leave, total freedom of choice. Just put a public option into it. I don't, and that would be like, just this little 5% granule of socialism in the Affordable Care Act. But even that's not in there.
So do you want the government to pay for your groceries too, and pay for your rent, your housing?
If I'm broke, yeah. Yeah, if I fall and break my back and I can't provide for myself, yeah, I would like to be able to get on Social Security disability. Yes, if I'm disabled. If I'm out of work and capitalism has failed because the banksters took all the money and the manufacturers took all their factories to China and we got screwed by unregulated capitalism, the Republican capitalism, and I can't find a job anywhere, yeah, I would like the government to buy my groceries until I do find a job. I think that that's the decent thing to do.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-536-2370.
And not only is it the decent thing to do, it's the American thing to do. We've been doing it since 1935. It's called unemployment insurance.